Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
We're in Lake Country in Waukesha County, just west of Milwaukee.
And we didn't have to drive far today. You know, we've been driving all over the Midwest the last couple of weeks, and we're going to do some pan fishing close to home, and this can be some pretty good fishing.
Oh yeah, last year was amazing, so I'm excited for today.
Yeah, we'll have fun.
Yes, we will.
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy moly! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, today is February the 27th, and I'll tell you what, it is really nice on these lakes close to Milwaukee, Matt. Turn your Yamaha off there. We got good travel out here, unlike the rest of the state. There isn't a lot of snow on the ice.
Yeah, this whole southern part of Wisconsin, John, we have a solid foot of ice down here, not much snow, and fishing's pretty good.
Yeah, what are we gonna go for today?
Yeah, so I want to focus on deeper panfish, crappies and bluegills, and then we're going to set some tip-ups out real deep in sandgrass for hopefully some pike, and then we're going to set some on the weed line, and so we cover both water depths.
And we got a lot of friends with us today. We're going to cook some Johnsonvilles. I think it's going to be a good day. We got overcast, and that's usually good for the panfish bite.
Yeah, because most of the lakes in southeastern Wisconsin are clear, so I like overcast days.
Hey folks, to show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this.
You can't choose the weather, but you can choose to dress for it. Introducing Blackfish Performance Rain Gear. Utilizing patented E-vent technology, this advanced membrane allows body heat and vapors to escape while offering 100% waterproof protection with an exceptional combination of waterproof and breathability ratings. Blackfish Rain Gear keeps you dry all day. Whether on the tournament trail or chasing weekend walleyes, choose Blackfish because you can't choose the weather.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X2. Purpose-built for exploring tight technical terrain. And boasting next-level versatility. No other side-by-side delivers this level of proven off-road performance. The all-new Wolverine X2 from Yamaha.
Hey, welcome back, folks. You know, we have a lot of lakes just west of Milwaukee that really haven't gotten fished hard this winter. And, you know, we're here in very late February, Matt, and these fish that were in the basin start moving up towards weed edges, late ice, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Mid-January through February, John, there's a lot of big fish out deep, including the panfish.
Right.
And right now, end of February, they're going to start transitioning in and coming back into these weeds like they were first ice.
Okay, our baits today, I like the tungsten jig, and I put two little, what are those called?
Spikes.
Spikes on there, and they kind of look like tails when you're jigging them. And the little Kastmaster, you say there's crappies here in addition to the bluegills, but the Kastmaster only catches big bluegills usually.
Exactly. I like the 132nd or the 124th, and it weeds out a lot of the small ones.
Okay, so you got two rods, and you put a different bait on each one.
Absolutely.
Hey, Dave, come on over, buddy. I hear you just got one. I got one on here. And these are fun on these little clam rods, folks. And here he comes. And, oh, that's not bad. Let's see the one you just caught. Now, mine's on a Kastmaster, and yours is on the tungsten. Those are nice bluegills, aren't they?
Yeah, they're eaters all day.
What we want to tell the folks, though, we're seriously marking fish from 8 feet all the way down to the bottom and fishing in 20 feet of water. There's bluegills all over this break line.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems to be the smaller ones up high and some nicer ones down below.
Ooh.
I'm coming. The ice kind of slippery. I'm used to walking in big snow, you know?
I know, this is a lot different than last week.
Yeah, let's see. These are,
Ooh,
there's a nice. Now hold them,
I'm using yellow.
Isn't it? Now look at the coloring on that fish. Aren't they pretty?
They're beautiful.
You know, we've been fishing walleyes and lake trout and big perch the last couple of weeks. This is kind kind of a nice change. And tell the folks how many fish you're marking on the locator.
I just marked at least 10, and usually you go right above them, but I went right into the school of them and got that big one.
Yeah, that's pretty. Look at the coloring. Okay, there's
Here's
Chris.
a good one, John, I think.
Blake just got a nice one, and I got a nice one. We've been fishing about 10 minutes.
They're biting pretty good today so
Aren't
far,
they?
aren't they?
And there's so many down there, you know?
Oh, it's just lightening up.
Yeah. Can you get them through there?
Oh,
Ooh, there's a nice one. Now look at the build on these fish too, Chris. Aren't they nice? Look at that.
I mean, that's just a nice fish, isn't it?
Really nice. And Matt just told me he wants to keep 10.
He's going to keep 10?
Dave, it's kind of fun watching the hummingbird. Now, what you're seeing right now on top of that is my bait, right?
Yep.
And everything underneath it is fish.
It's loaded down there.
So when you're jigging, do you try to stay in the middle of the fish, above the fish? What are you trying to do?
You know, I'm going for crappies. I always want to stay above, but with these bluegills, it just, from past experience, going right in the middle seems to do it for me. You know, slowly jigging up and just kind of acting like you're working up a stair step, kind of a slow, steady rise.
You're fishing right next to me. You got them stacked up there too, huh?
Yeah, it's beautiful right here.
Okay, buddy, let's see what we got. And that's coming out of what, 20 feet?
Yep, about.
Oh, that's pretty. Now, yeah, hold them way up here so we can see them, and the coloring on those fish is gorgeous. What do you think that's, about 7.5, 8?
Yeah, it's probably 7 3/4.
Now, if you're gonna keep it for 10 bluegills, this is the size. You throw back those 8 and above.
Absolutely, this is what I like to take. You think you get a better fillet off of it. You don't have those little bones there in it. So yeah, love the size right here.
Well, let's see what we got on the tip up here. You know, let's see what you got there, Chris. Ooh, largemouth bass. Yeah, bring them up here. That's a pretty nice sized fish. And you know, folks, when you got this many panfish on a drop-off area, you're bound to have some game fish swimming around, right?
Yeah, that's what they're eating out here, the panfish.
So you guys put the tip-ups in shallower or deeper?
This one is a little shallower. It's in about 8-10 feet.
Okay, cool. So, hold them up. This is the last week of tip-up season for southern Wisconsin, too. Yeah. Hey, there we go. My buddy Kurt Kellogg has got one on. Oh, that's a nice fish, Kurt. That is a beautiful fish. Here, let me see if I can grab them and hold them up. But, you know, you've been fishing these Waukesha County lakes pretty much all winter. It's been pretty good, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been. For all the pressure it gets, and the fish it puts out is unbelievable.
Now, I think that's interesting because you come out here in the summer on these lakes and you catch a lot of small fish. And you're catching these in a lot deeper water, right?
Yep.
Oh, your boss is hot, huh?
Oh boy, he's been catching some big ones.
Kurt Kellogg. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, there's another. Now, man, hold them up really nice.
That's a nice one.
And you know, Matt, you live down here in southeastern Wisconsin, and maybe you can point out a few of the lakes that are good down here for guys to try this pan fishing in March.
Absolutely. I mean, Pewaukee, Okachi, Oconomowoc, both Big and Little Muskego, and Delavan. I mean, those are all great, clear, weedy lakes.
And again, Kurt, you know, you've fished this particular lake all year long, and you're looking more on the edges in the wintertime, huh? The deeper edges?
Yep, the edges close to the bottom. If you can get multiple fish interested in it, then they really get fired up.
Well, we showed before on the screen how many fish there are down there, you know. And you move off of the hump into the deeper break, there's fewer fish, but they seem to be bigger.
Yeah. The little ones are really grouped up. When you mark them every 5 minutes, they're usually big ones like
Kurt,
this.
that's gorgeous. And you got them up to 10.5.
10 inches is my biggest this year.
Yeah. Hey, Chris,
here's one, John. Here's one.
Everybody's moved into the same spot here.
Well, when you find them, right?
Oh, there's a nice one. Yeah, that is interesting. It pays to hole hop because we got about 6-7 guys out here fishing. One guy finds them, everybody moves.
Everybody moves by them.
And you know, we got those nice electric Jiffy drills, and those things are quiet.
Very quiet.
Is it important even with a foot of ice like this, Chris, to be?
I think so. If you're not real deep, you know, and we're not fishing that deep right now.
I'm coming. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, that's
You know what's awesome about this spot right here, John?
What?
Is there's a whole bunch of weeds that are coming like 2-3 feet off the bottom, and I'm dropping it right into the weeds.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of lines that look like fish, but they're weeds, and you drop it in between them, and then you just watch a bluegill coming from the side, or they come right up through those weeds.
That's cool.
Slow.
And I'm only about 10 feet away from you there, and I'm on the edge of the weeds. There are no weeds where I'm at. And you know, these are just really gorgeous bluegills, as I pointed out several times. Now, as we get into, you know, March and late March, I think we're gonna have ice on our lakes here till the end of March. The later you get, of course, be careful out on the ice, but the better the fishing is, right, for panfish?
Oh yeah, and that's when you want to be in pretty much 4 to 10 feet of water in these weeds, and it's end of February right now, and there's a lot of weeds still up, and that's where those fish are gonna be. American flags up on the Beaver Dam.
Tip up, Matty B. I was just moving closer to where you're jigging. Nicely done, buddy.
Oh, he's down in the weeds here. Boy,
really?
I got this one in real shallow water, John, like 6-7 foot of water in these thick weeds. Holy cow, he was in the weeds. No wonder why he wasn't spinning when I got up here. What the heck do we got going on here?
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, he's in a ball.
A lot of salad there.
Holy cow, what do we got here?
Oh, nice bass.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Love catching
But
them
hold those weeds up next to that bass, and those weeds are pretty green for this time of year, aren't they?
Yeah, John, and what these weeds attract are bugs, and that's why we're getting these bluegills. I mean, this is about 30, 40 yards from where we're catching the panfish, and you can tell these weeds are up in the water column, and that attracts bugs, big panfish, and big game fish.
Yeah, that's a beauty. And another thing too, you know, you could catch a pike out here, you could catch a muskie, you could catch a walleye, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was looking down in a hole before. It's so clear, and I saw a nice walleye come.
Did you really?
So, yeah.
Taking a break in the fishing, I'm proud to announce a new sponsor coming onto the show, Johnson Pump. And I know you guys make the best bilge pumps in the world, but you also make other devices for boats and boat safety and reliability. I love the pump hose that you guys have for cleaning out boats.
Yeah, that's a 25-foot heavy-duty coiled hose. Actually has a half-inch inner diameter, which gives it 71 PSI at the nozzle. So it's not just going like that. You really have some power to clean your boat when you're done fishing or done with the day, done on the water for the day.
And keeping your fish and your live bait alive is so crucial. In your aeration systems, Johnson Pump makes the best.
Yes, we put a lot. I'm a fisherman myself, so we put a lot into our aerators, a lot of thought. We understand we want everybody to keep their bait alive. It's very expensive nowadays,
right.
And making sure they're keeping their fish and lively when they get off the boat to have those fish stories.
And what's the saying for Johnson Pump?
Reliability on board.
Well, welcome to the show. Why did you choose our show, buddy?
You know what? Been a long time fisherman, watch a show, and I really see how you get behind your product and shows how it's used, and that's what we want people to see with Johnson Pump, is how it's used and how reliable it is for somebody that's fishing as much as you do, or just the casual fisherman.
Johnson Pump, USA made. Where's your factory?
Yeah, we're in Rockford, Illinois, so we are USA made, and we're actually 51 years in business, John.
Don't forget, folks, Johnson Pump for your boats, and welcome again.
Thank you very
buddy.
much.
Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Don't be afraid. This is your first time in 3 to 4 foot waves.
In big water, you want the reliability that Johnson Pump delivers. For over 50 years, Johnson Pump has been a leader in marine pump technology. Today in Rockford, Illinois, they continue to be the choice. They have the largest capacity range in the industry, and the cartridge pumps can be replaced in seconds, even on the water. Now that's Johnson Pump dependability. Johnson Pump also makes the most advanced aeration systems to keep your bait and fish alive.
Now that's a crappie.
Our AquaJet washdown system has the strongest PSI available to keep your boat clean. Johnson Pump, reliability on board.
We were fishing the lakes of Waukesha County, a 1-hour drive from Milwaukee, 2 hours from Chicago, and 4.5 hours from Minneapolis.
Len Groom from AMSOIL here, and we're talking about diesel fuel additives. Many people ask me, does AMSOIL have product for diesel fuel? Well, we do. And today I want to talk about our all-in-one additive. It takes care of everything that you need in one dose. It cleans, it lubricates, it boosts your cetane, and it also keeps the fuel from gelling up in the cold. So you take care of basically all the needs in one dose. Check out the back of the bottle for the proper dosage for your tank. And for more information on any of our fuel additives, check out amsoil.com.
No matter what you're chasing on the ice this winter, Acme Tackle has you covered. From the innovative Hyperglide and Hyper Rattle series to legendary Kastmaster, Rattlemaster, and Sidewinder spoons, or the all-new professional grade tungsten series, Acme Tackle has what you need. Visit acmetackle.com to check out our full product assortment. Acme Tackle. Rattles louder, glides further, and glows brighter. Get hooked up with Acme Tackle.
From it's gonna be a snowy day season to this baby can handle it season, Fleet Farm has everything you need because right now it's make sure I've got traction season. Let's get this house toasty season. Break out the shovel again season. Time to bundle up season. And of course, did someone say fish fry season? Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Ooh, there he is. There he is.
Oh, baby!
There you go.
There's been big ones around here.
Look at that.
It got tangled. I gotta help you. A man lining up.
Look at that. Look at that bluegill. Don't lose him, man. Don't lose him, buddy.
Little Kastmaster weeds out the little ones and catches the big ones.
Well, you know, that's why I do use the Kastmaster, you know, because there are crappies in here too, but there's a ton of little bluegills, and I fish that Kastmaster above the school, and here's what I do. I jiggle it a little bit, then I leave it still. They hit when it's still.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
We're coming, we're coming. I just got a beauty too. And pull your transducer out. I just got mine tangled up in my transducer. And so did you. And Maddie's here to save the day. Let's see how big the... Blake, that is a chunk bluegill right there. That really is.
That is. And I was using the little tungsten, the Acme tungsten.
Yeah, but hold those up together.
Nice.
Aren't those pretty?
Really pretty. And I just had to move holes, so I feel like the key today is moving hole to hole.
You know, we talked about that before, and if your hole goes stale, fish aren't there, all you sometimes have to move is how far, like 10 feet.
Yeah.
Hey, here we go. What do you got, Ryan?
He's got a nice one in here. He's been
oh, you had him up?
Yeah, he's had him up a couple times here, and down in the weeds, he's got a...
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got a lot of weeds.
Oh, yeah, there he is. There he is, Maddie.
Nice pike, though.
Nice.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Look at the beautiful coloring on that fish.
Yeah, they've had some beautiful ones caught out here this year. This is a nice size chunky. These Waukesha County lake fish are just built really well.
Yeah, hold them out. I mean, that really is a pretty fish.
Really pretty
now, you've been fishing out on this lake all winter. Have you gotten a bigger one than that?
Yeah, we got some a couple that were 36, 35, 34. Some real nice pike in here too. So
that's outstanding.
Heavy ones.
Heavy ones.
Hey, Dennis, check out the build on that thing.
I know, it's almost like my belly.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Take a look at this bargain. 5 pounds of buzz bedding for just $4.99. 5 pounds of buzz bedding for just $4.99. Ooh, there he is, there he is. There he is. Oh, that is so much fun, folks. Ooh, there, look at that one. That is a beautiful bluegill. And folks, the cool thing about fishing in March and early April is our season does not close for panfish. And as Matt and I talked about earlier, these fish will even move in shallower as the water starts running off. And mid to late March can be an outstanding time to catch these big bluegills. Hit that little Kastmaster. That's a beautiful fish.
They're loaded. Oh, this is a good fish.
Ooh, I just got a nice one too.
Fish.
I just got a nice one too.
Real good fish.
Let's see. Ooh, look at that. And I thought mine was nice.
That is a tank.
I think mine's about 8.5.
I'll put mine at 9.
Yeah.
Little 30-second gold Kastmaster. Put 1 wax worm or 2 spikes. And I'm telling you, they weeded out because I was just fishing the little gold tungsten.
Yeah.
And they come up and stare at it and go away. I just picked up my second rod right here, dropped it down, shook it twice. He come flying up and just crushed it.
Yeah, and here's the deal with those Kastmasters. I go a little fast wiggle, and then when I see a mark, I stop. If he doesn't hit it, I raise it a little bit, repeat that little wiggle, and stop. I can't even get back to my ATV. Matt just got one. Ooh,
nice.
Look at the coloring on that fish.
It is beautiful. You know, it's crazy. It's the middle of the day. What is it, like noon?
Yeah.
And we're still catching all these fish.
You know, that's very true. And Matt told me that the evening is even better. And if you can hold that up and real still, I want to kind of zoom in and show the fact that you're actually using a wax worm on there instead of a spike, you know?
That little purple tungsten jig.
But the wax worm is working too.
Yep.
See him?
Coming.
Okay, see?
Right, there you go.
If you can just get him to come up a little bit, right?
Yep, and then you got to keep still.
Okay.
Let's
Ooh,
see,
there's.
nice. And you're using the Kastmaster?
Yeah, that way I
Nice.
don't catch any of the little ones, you know? And you know what's so good about these, and that would be, well, I'll
8?
probably let him go, about
Yeah.
8.5. But if you keep a bunch of 8s and you just get
How many
those
can you
fillets
keep
up,
each?
you can keep 25, but
Yeah.
we never do. We
Yeah.
keep, 8 or 10. But when I was a kid, how we used to clean those,
Yeah.
we used to scale them,
Ooh.
right? And
Okay.
then just cut the heads off and take the guts out and dip them in a little bit of flour and pan frying.
Ooh.
And then you can actually pull those rib bones out after they're cooked, and they are wonderful that way. You know, Johnsonville really draws a crowd on the ice, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
You can't eat that yet.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay, what I have today are flame grilled cheddar sausage, smoked sausage. And you know, Johnsonville has done all of the work for you ahead of time. They actually grill these at the factory. They got grill marks on them and everything. You can pop one in the microwave and it's done in 45 seconds. Tastes like it just came off the grill.
Awesome.
But all we do out here is just warm them up for about 15, 20 minutes till they're golden brown. Again, these are flame grilled Johnsonville cheddar sausage.
10 degrees, nothing like a moist cheddar Johnsonville broad on the ice, John.
I agree. Matty P. I got a hot hole here, buddy. Let's see what we got here. Whoa!
There you
Not
go.
too bad. I just caught that one a second ago. Aren't those beautiful twins?
Oh, Jesus.
How big is that one about?
That's about 8.
And this one is about
8 1/4. It might be pushing 8 1/2. I mean, those are good, thick gills, John. Anywhere you go.
Folks, these are some unbelievable deals you just gotta check out. Right now, Recon has 5 Pro Staff boats for sale. The Recon is the best haul I've ever run. Here's the skinny. Very low hours, lifetime boat warranty, transferable engine warranty. The Recons also come with multiple helix locators, a 15 horsepower EVINRUDE kicker, a 12-foot Talon, and a Minn Kota Altera with iPilot Link. These Recons are priced well below retail, and again, they're just lightly used. Financing and monthly payments are available. This is a great opportunity to get in the boat of your dreams and get $250 worth of Recon gear with your purchase. Go to reconboats.com. Folks, when I head out to fish, I always stock up on my favorite Baitmate fish attractants. Dale, I just put that Baitmate on, man. Baitmate offers a complete line of fish attractants and convenient spray bottles for every angler and every species of fish. They've got your bait covered. I also have the newest Baitmate delivery system in my boat, Baitmate Ultra Live Game Fish Dip. Simply flip open the lid and dip your bait for even application every time, and it's ideal for frequent casting. I just dipped that in the Baitmate, you know that? Improve your chances of catching fish with Baitmate fish attractants. It just makes sense.
In addition to the Ice Helix 5 and 7 family, there's a new model, the all-season model, that comes complete with everything you need for ice fishing and for open water fishing. In addition to your ice fishing shuttle that comes with a battery and a floating transducer will come a summer transducer along with a power cord and a gimbal mount for your time in the boat. The Ice Helix 7 for 2019 also has networking capabilities, so when you're on the boat in summer, you can take advantages of iPilot Link, 360 imaging, and data sharing across your network, getting more out of your unit from winter to summer.
Hey, David. All right. Getting a little chilly and damp, isn't it?
It is.
You with your bare hands there.
Oh.
All right. And
oh,
smallmouth bass. Look at that. Hey, that is a chunk, dude. Isn't that a well-built fish?
It's a beaut.
And, you know, we just kind of moved in shallow, as we talked about, not shallow, but in closer to shore for the evening bite. Does that surprise you?
I dropped the camera down and I saw some bass swimming there, so
Did you?
that's why I dropped the tip up in. This is what I was hoping for.
That is a chunk, dude.
Woo, I'm happy.
And sitting at how far off the bottom about?
It was about 3-4 feet off the bottom.
Yeah.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm, John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2019 Fishing Contest.
Roger Stange of Iron Ridge caught this 16.5-inch crappie on Beaver Dam Lake on a shiner. Thomas Warner of Brookfield speared this 67-inch sturgeon on Lake Poygan. Mark Warner of Greendale, Wisconsin, caught this 45-inch pike on Lake Beulah on a smelt. Jim Butler of Burlington, Wisconsin, caught this 25-inch largemouth bass in western Kenosha County on a roach. And this week's kids winners are Patrick Schultz of Bonduel. He caught this 29-inch walleye on Kentuck Lake on live bait. And A.J. Edgall of Columbia City, Indiana, caught this 38-inch pike on Pretty Lake on a shiner.
Our adult winners receive a $25 Fleet Farm gift card, and our kids winners receive a Plano tackle box. Fleet Farm, your outdoor headquarters. All right.
Hey,
Dad.
the evening bite has started. The evening bite.
Look.
Look at the size.
That is a chub.
That is a monster. Hold it up in front of the camera there. That is just a beautiful
Well, you know what's
fish.
interesting? I just caught at least 10 really, really small ones. And I think this big one was just, hovering in that school, and I'm glad I got it.
That's the biggest. I think that might be the biggest of the day right there, Blake.
Yeah, and look at the tummy.
Yeah. No, anywhere you go in the United States, that's a really good bluegill right there.
Yeah, and they're super fun to catch, and it's amazing how they love those little tungstens. That's their favorite today.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, Matt's got a tip up out there.
Woo!
Get him, Matty B! Blake just caught a 9-inch bluegill,
Did
Matt.
she really?
Oh, gosh, was that a gorgeous fish.
That's awesome.
All right, let's hope for something big, huh? Hey, way to go there, Matty B!
Oh, little largie.
Oh, there's a nice bass. You know what? This has been an awesome day, hasn't it?
Oh, it's so fun to come out and catch just big. When you catch 8 to 9 inch gills, I mean, that's a phenomenal day, and you mix in a few bass and pike, and geez, it's fun.
Now that is a fatso. Oh my gosh, wait till you see the size of this thing. Look at the size of that Sluggosaurus massive mastodon. Was that cool though or what?
Yes, man, good job.
First
I get to say good job, John.
Folks, I'll tell you what, this is like being in heaven. It really is. I mean, when you got this kind of fishing. And again, we've been out here 45 minutes.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an EVINRUDE E-TEC G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that EVINRUDE E-TEC G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the EVINRUDE E-TEC G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
Thanks, buddy. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, 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 John Gillespie! Hey, hey, John Gillespie! Hey, 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 John Gillespie! Hey, 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 John Gillespie! He's the fishing man, fishing anytime he can, yeah!